Welcome, one and all, Prospects eRacing League Tier 2 Slay Station Round 11. Getting close. Championship on the line. Battles heating up. Joined today by Artistic. Ready to go here. Interlagos. Tough track.
Hey, let's
Legacy
get it.
track. Yes, I can hear you. We're here. Brazil. 2 to go.
Oh, that's absolute fan favorite.
Legacy track dating back. A lot of history here with Ayrton Senna. Hamilton also a big fan of this track. Once upon a time, Kimi Räikkönen drove straight off the track because I guess he was bored. But it was funny. He's like, oh, I drove off the track. I guess I'm done. But we won't see any of that today. Hopefully just some good wheel-to-wheel racing as we tighten up this championship. Coconuts still holding on to the lead, but we have Anza closing in. We will see how things go.
And as he talks about Senna being from Brazil, I believe he only won the race one time.
Might have been a few.
No.
Oh, we're immediately jumping in today. No delay as we go to quali.
Yeah, I'm still waiting.
Well, you got a breakdown of our championship standings as we sands of time take over here, and we get closer and closer to the end of season 7, our first on F1 22. This launched back in June? I believe June. Chapper says he's ready. Let's go. First time chat from Zupa Salada. He says, Sue. First time chat from Ali Mero says, Vamos. Best supporters here, says Anza. Load times. Load times. Load times. This first portion of this circuit is a bit brutal. Sweeping corkscrew down the hill into a long straight, but the middle of this course is very technical. Talking about 2 banked 45-degree angles that if it's not trouble here, it's definitely trouble in other racing games, especially Gran Turismo.
Yeah, I think you can mess your whole lap up in turns 2 and 3. Just not getting the right exit in turn 1. It's like, oh man. Invalidate to start the lap. That's a really tricky portion of the circuit.
Looks cloudy on the track right now. We might get some rain. I mean, it is Brazil. But, yeah, if your setup isn't right, you're going to be hosed on those corners. So we look like So High Bits got two people coming out first. So High Bits now full time. Won his first race last week. Came in kind of late because you got to wonder if he'd have this championship pretty locked down. This racetrack for history lessons, founded in 1972, 2.677 miles in length, 4.309 kilometers, most wins, McLaren. And as we bring up Senna, the most wins here is actually Alan Prost. Last race here was last year. Bottas split the pole position. Hamilton won the race. Max is second. Bottas third. Perez with the fastest lap. Brazilian Grand Prix was also ran at Rio de Janeiro and Sao Paulo. I think Sao Paulo is still used as a MotoGP track. So, Mondi says in the chat, he's in danger. He's in today's race. we'll see if the rain holds off for quali in the race. Anybody in the chat have any idea how the weather will go? Please let us know. Up the hill there, So High Bits will be on the first flying lap as he is fully committed to AlphaTauri. Let's go to the winners here. Carlos Rudeman is tied with Schumacher for fourth. Rudeman dominated here in the late, or actually in the entire 70s. Vettel, Hamilton, Emerson Fittipaldi, Nelson Piquet, the Mustache, Nigel Mansell, Senna all have 2. Take it back. Vettel, Hamilton have 3. Hakkinen, Montoya, Massa, Mach, Webber, Nico Rosberg also have 2. Ferrari with 11 constructor wins. 6 for Williams, all in the 80s and 90s, and then 2004. Red Bull and Mercedes have 5. Brabham with 3. Renault and Benetton with Schumacher with 2. So, as you see, again, that was that technical section. Perez, actually the first ascended time, I guess he beat So High Bits out of the pits. That rhymes.
Oh, we got spin. We got a spin in Alfa Romero.
Is that Para? Yep. I'm not going to talk about him this week because he was given the commentator's curse. Chapper's coming in now ahead of those. But we got a long quali, about 15 minutes, and these conditions could change.
Yeah, we had some rain in the previous tier, so I believe the quality may have started off dry, but another wet. The race was wet.
Yeah, Chapper's currently on top, but with no sun, that means tire temperatures are going to take a bit longer to get up. I mean, the track right there actually looks slick, but no actual rain coming down yet. What I would like to see this game implement is some of the aspects Gran Turismo 7 did with measuring the amount of water on the track and a radar system to actually give us a heads up for what the weather will be.
And Trapper came right after it and got on this 108.26. I don't know if anybody's going to beat that. That might be our pole setting time.
He got it early, but probably the quickest we started a quality or race off the entire time I've been here. So the start of the broadcast, we went live. We got 10 people with time set already. So it should be a track that most sim racers are probably fairly familiar with, just to the fact that it is in multiple games and has been around for years. And the layout has never changed. I wonder what was up with that. I just look at the, I saw that on my TV, then I saw it on the stream. The screen's doing something weird. I have finally moved to a 2-monitor setup so I can watch the game, the race on the actual PlayStation, and then I have the stream up with the chat. And the other one, Aldo Mod said he held a message for swearing. I don't know if that stopped anybody before. Pavlovsky says Team David. Mouse Meister says, hey, what's up? TK in the chat, let's go.
Crew's the only one out there on outlap.
Plane goes by my house. Crew is out there. He's on a flying lap. Ah, and he goes around. And the Ferrari, the McDonald's, Big Old Mac, quarter pounder with cheese, Royale with cheese. Dylan also goes around, as I mentioned, as soon as this stream started.
Dylan's around as well.
That is going to be a troublesome corner if you have the wrong setup and if your tires are not good. You'll probably see quite a few people with that back end come out through the race in that section. I believe somebody in the chat is completely speaking Spanish. I don't know who that is. Alemero. Going back into the pit. We're getting around. Yep, Chapper's right now on it. But So High Bits will go live with him. So he is back up coming off the back section of this track. I will pull up our telemetry here, at least the map. So High Bits did not beat that previous time. Map. There we go. So we're looking forward to today.
Oh, I just like this circuit as a whole.